Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Astros beat the Tampa Bay Rays 4-3. Great win for the Astros today. Really impressed with the way they played, and I'm not surprised that they won this game today. You know, originally I thought this might be a trap game for the Astros facing Ryan Pepiot while Colton Gordon was on the mound, but then I realized that this Rays team, just remembered and reminded myself, this Rays team offensively is so bad going up against left-handed pitchers, and the Astros today put out their left-handed rookie pitcher Colton Gordon, and then on the other end, you've got Ryan Pepiot, who is a great pitcher. You know, he is he's a guy so far, 3.99 ERA, came into the day with like a 3.7, 3.8, something like that. It might have been 3.6, I don't know. But, has had a great season. But the thing that he struggles with a lot is pitching against right-handed batters. And, Pepiot came into the day when facing right-handed hitters, right-handed hitters against him have a batting average of 307. Lefties, they have a tough time with Pepiot batting 189. And the really tough thing for Ryan Pepiot in this game, about that is this is a lineup that is filled with right-handed hitters. Victor Caratini's the only guy that bats left-handed, but he's a switch hitter, and he had a home run off of Pepiot today. So this was just a great game, and look, we can talk about how the Astros blew the 3-0 lead, and it was 3-3, but then the Astros still ended up winning. The Astros should have kept their lead, but this was a hard win. This is a hard lead. It's a hard lead to keep when you have a rookie pitcher out there, but Colton Gordon still did good, and the Astros get the 4-3 win. But like I said, I'm not surprised because the Astros, had the lefty out there against a team that's bad against lefties. They had the lineup full of righties against the pitcher who's terrible against righties. So that's the perfect mesh-up. And this is really the first pitcher the Astros, starting pitcher the Astros have got to. The Astros, when facing starting pitchers in this last series, had a really tough time against starting pitchers. The first two games against Nathan Eovaldi and Jacob deGrom, the Astros didn't put up any earned runs against deGrom or Eovaldi. The next game, they did get one run against Tyler Mahle, but that was only one run in 6 innings. And then the day before that, the day after that, Jack Leitner, he did get charged 3 earned runs in 7 innings, but he got charged 2 earned runs off a home run that he didn't even give up. It was a home run that was given up by a relief pitcher, Garcia. So the Astros have failed in the last series against Texas to do damage against starting pitchers. You can even go back to the series against Kansas City. They've had a tough time against starting pitchers. So to see the Astros have success against starting pitcher Ryan Pepiot today was a great thing to see. But Astros win 4-3, 11 hits for the Astros, 7 for the Rays, 1 error in this game. That goes to the Astros, 0 for the Rays. Win goes to Brian King. He's 2-0 in the year now. He gave the Astros some extra work today, going 1 1/3, giving up 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Got the Astros out of a jam with 2 runners on and 1 out. Loss goes to Rodriguez. He's 0-2 in the year. He pitched 1 inning, giving up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 0 strikeouts, 0 walks. Save goes to Josh Hader, his 12th of the year. He did a great job. And the game-winning catch was by former Tampa Bay Ray Isaac Paredes, and he gets the save, his 12th. Scoring summary: how about this Astros offense with the RBIs today? 4 RBIs and 1 RBI for one player each. And that was all the 6 through 9 hitters for the Astros. It starts with the 6th hitter, Victor Caratini, starting the game with a home run to right center, 385 feet in the second inning. And then the second inning as well, it's a Can Smith, the 8 hitter, RBI double to left. Meyers scored 2-0. Then Chas McCormick in the second inning. How about Chas McCormick's first RBI of the day? I thought Chas McCormick had a great day today. Single to center for his first RBI of the year. Smith scores. It's 3-0. Then here's the tough luck of things. Danny Jansen, it's a home run to right, 330 feet. Brandon Lowe scored 3-2. This should not be a home run right here. This was the only ballpark that is a home run is this stadium. And this is a big advantage of playing in this ballpark for this Jansen home run. We cannot complain about that 2-run home run that happened. That should be a fly out and no runs for the Rays, because it ended up helping the Astros later in the game, as I'll get into. Caballero doubled to left. Diaz scored. Yandy Diaz, who the Rangers announcer thinks Yainer Diaz is, scored made it the score 3-3, and it's tied. And this is where you start to get nervous if you're an Astros fan. But the worries for the Astros do not they do not last long, because the final guy of the bottom four in the lineup, Jake Meyers, the 7-hitter, hits a home run to right, his 30 of the year, 338 feet. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this should be a fly ball. This was only a home run in this ballpark and Yankee Stadium. This should, that should have been a out, just like the Jansen home run. But it is what it is. The Astros won because of that. They could have lost because of it with the Jansen home run, but it ended up helping them later in the game with Jake Meyers' 3rd home run of the year to make it 4-3. And also, like I said, 11 hits for the Astros today. 6 of those were the bottom 6 through 9 guys. And look, I think last year, throughout April and May, the 6 through 9 hitters for this Astros team was a real problem. I'm not going to act like they've been amazing this year, but they've been good at times, and I think a lot better. The bottom of this lineup has been a lot better this year than they were last year, to be honest, in my opinion. Let's get into the Astros hitters. Jeremy Pena went 3 for 4. So he had 3 singles. Didn't score any runs, though. Isak had 2 singles as well. Single in the first, 3rd inning, single to center. Here's the crazy thing. The Astros, their 1 and 2 hitters had 5 hits, and then, like I said, 6 through 9 had 6. That's it for the Astros hits. Astros hitters 3 through 5 had no hits. Altuve 0 for 4. It's just terrible to see how he's struggling right now. Batting average is down to 236. I hate to see that. By the way, Pena's batting average is up to 309. Isak's batting average is up to 265. So those are some positives right there. Christian Walker, 0 for 4, ground out, fly out, line out, line out. He put some good contact on the ball, but like with Altuve, he struck out, had a bad double play in the first inning, pop out. The only good at bat I think Altuve had in this game was his last. He had a huge fly out that almost was a big home run for the Astros in the 7th inning, but it was just short. That was the only good at bat for Altuve. Christian Walker was actually hitting the ball outside of his first at bat with the ground out to shortstop. He was hitting the ball well in this game. Yainer Diaz went 0 for 4. He was a big part of the Astros' success yesterday, breaking that no-hitter, hitting a home run, and helping the Astros, carry, or not carry, but get to the win. And so he went 0 for 4 today. He had a line out, a fly out, pop out to second. He did reach base in his 3rd at bat, struck out, but it was the ball went about 30 feet away from the plate. And Yainer Diaz was able to reach first base on that pass ball, and so he did reach base in his 3rd at bat. Victor Caratini went 1 for 4 outside of his home run, went 0 for 3 the rest of the day. Jake Meyers went 2 for 3, and has he been incredible recently and all season, really. Walk in the 2nd inning, single to right in the 4th inning, 7th inning home run, 338 feet, batting 301 now. Another guy's been really good recently, and this has to feel great for him with being a Florida guy. Cam Smith, who went to college at Florida State, went 2 for 4 today, RBI double, single to right. A good day for Cam Smith, going 2 for 4. Chas McCormick went 1 for 3, single to center. Had a huge fly out to left field in the 7th inning. This you hated to see for this Astros team, because he killed this ball in the 7th inning. I mean, absolutely murdered it. And he had a chance here to hit a 2-run home run, and unfortunately couldn't do it. I mean, it was about 2 feet maybe from Chas McCormick having a 3 RBI game in his first home run of the season. And honestly, if that ball goes out, Chas probably earns himself some more playing time with getting the RBI single and then the 2-run home run. But unfortunately, it was a great catch by the left fielder, Christopher Morel. And so But that sucks to see for Chas McCormick. Hit by pitch in his last at bat. I don't know. I thought it was a great knock that he had in the second inning. I think this is, but I will say that maybe you look to play Chas McCormick more in this series in these next two games because of it. I think this is a good ballpark for Chas McCormick to hit the ball with the wind, and in the not so far right field where you only have to hit the ball 330 feet to hit a home run. I think this is a good ballpark for Chas McCormick to hit the ball in, and I'd look to potentially play him in the next two games if you're the Astros. But I thought he looked good today. Like I said, Colton Gordon was good today. 5 1/3 in his second major league start. Gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs with 7 strikeouts, no walks given up in his second start. And 2 of those 3 earned runs was a basically fly ball to right field that is only a home run in this ballpark. But I know it had to feel great for him to go and play, in Tampa Bay where he is from. So that has to feel good for him. And then Brian King pitched the last 2 outs of the 6th inning for Gordon, and then pitched the first 2 outs of the 7th. The first 2 outs of the 7th inning. I talked about what he did. They brought in Brian Abreu for the last out of the 7th inning and the 8th inning. He gave up 1 hit, but no other damage done, no strikeouts, 14 strikes thrown of 20 pitches, and his ERA is now 1.27. Like I said, Josh Hader got the save, got it done in 11 pitches, and his ERA is now 1.71, and the Astros win 4-3 and improved to 25-22, rode their 10-13. And I'm going to make a prediction that the Astros sweep this Rays team. The Astros will have another left-hander on the mound, most likely in tomorrow's matchup with this Rays team sucking. They are absolutely bad against lefties. That should help things. And then on the series finale, the Astros have Hunter Brown on the mound. So I think at best the Astros will win this series, winning the final game on Wednesday, but I also think they very well could get the sweep and win the next 2 games and improve to 27-22. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, and peace out. Go Astros.